Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Convenience Brokerage. My name is Mohammed. In this video, I'm going to explain about the New York State of Health important notice that you get from the enrollment for plan. So this is for basically for Medicaid. If you get enrolled, they will send you a letter such as this one's 10-page letter. It will talk about the enrolled Medicaid plan, what type of coverage you are, what type of premium you have to pay when you go to your doctor or dentist. So I'm just going to go over some of the highlighted. So obviously, this is the enrolled plan in Medicare. You will see the members' names right over here at this corner. You will see the coverage information. You will see the plan name. This is, for example, United Healthcare, New York City. There's basically two people in it as well, so you see two people plans as well. Going to the next page, this is the second page. Obviously, they always give you contact information if you ever need to contact. So it's 1-800-493-4647. This is the number that if you need a question, they can always help you out. Ending in coverage, you can end your coverage through New York State of Health at any time. So you can end it anytime you want. You're going to end coverage through New York State of Health for yourself, for everybody in your household, or just for any household members. I'm just going to contact the number and just in case if you do cancel. Important things to consider when ending your coverage. Obviously, there are some important things, like if you end your coverage for or another person, you may not re-enroll until the next annual open enrollment period. So there is a time limit that you can enroll till. Obviously, the rule does not apply if you qualify for a special enrollment period. Life events that open on SAP include getting married or having a baby. For more information about SAP, you could go to the website over here, and they can give you more information. Obviously, have that. You may have a penalty if you end your health coverage. Do not replace it. If you may have to pay a penalty to the IRS to them for the months. So what this means, this portion, is means simple. So let's say, for example, if you don't have health coverage. Now, as you know, in states, the health coverage is mandatory. You need to have it. So if you don't have health coverage, guess what? By the end of the year, when you file taxes, there will be a question asked, do you have health coverage? And if you say no, they will deducted from your either they'll add it as a penalty or they will deduct it if you're getting something back by a check. So that's what the question is. So make sure you know that part as well. Now this is the third page. This is the household members as well. As you can see, the household members, they list you the over here items. Because your household income of $13,000 or is at or below the allowable income limit of $27,821, you are eligible for Medicaid. So this is for two people. It all depends what type of income you're making. So if these people would have made $50,000, they wouldn't probably get they wouldn't get the let's say Medicaid. But because a lot of people, they show the taxes and everything, whatever annual income you get in your pocket, that's what you have to count. Because $50,000 doesn't mean that that's what your income is. You made it all together, but you also have to show expenses. So if you made less than your household income, let's say for example is less than a certain amount, that's where you get the Medicaid. Obviously this is for two people and whatever it is, and that's what the decision they end up giving you. Reporting changes during the year. Obviously they do. You end up getting moved. Your income changes. You're eligible for health insurance from a job changes. Whatever it is, obviously that does change into a factor. Page number 4. Additional information about Medicaid. Next step for a health plan enrollment in Medicaid. If you're eligible to enroll in Medicaid managed care plan and not yet enrolled in one, you need to choose a health plan. If you do not choose the plan, one will be chosen for you. If you need health care before your health plan coverage begins, use your Medicaid card at any health provider who takes Medicaid. So this is the next step for enrolling in Medicaid. I'm not going to read every bit of it. It's too much information to go through. I'm just going to go over certain key points so at least I can help out people that having a problem with. So page number 5. Let's see. Important information about New York State Health Benefit Plan. Now, let's say if you are new to the Medicaid program, you receive a New York State Benefit Identification Card. It's basically, there's two types. You'll get a Benefit Identification Card and you'll get your insurance card, like United Healthcare, Fidelis. So there will two types. Those certain cards are worked towards going to doctors, and one of, like, say for example, the benefit card, the one they're talking about, that will be used for dentists. Like if you go to the dentist, they will ask for that. They will not ask for the United Healthcare Health Plan because that's only used for a primary doctor. That might be used for other places. So they will give you two cards. That's what they're saying. And they always give you the number. You can always contact them if you don't get it for some reason or you need to replace the old one. They will send it to you. That's the same card that a lot of people use on the food stamps. So keep that in mind. So if you're applying for food stamps as well, that's the same benefit card that will be used for food stamps. And obviously you have to bring this card every time you go to your provider, and you don't want go there and they don't have it, or they have to search it manually, and a lot of people don't like to do that. And obviously how to request Medicaid reimbursement for Medicaid bills. Sometimes they do bill you and they do send it to you and they ask you for payment of the bills. There is a way for reimbursement. You just gotta follow the instructions in Medicaid reimbursement paid medical bills, and they do tell you step by step. how to do it. Obviously, if you think they made a mistake, you can always contact them as well, and they will be glad to help you out. If you think, obviously, like they said over here, they made a mistake, this is the number right over here, you can call them. You can also appeal, for example, decision how much you must pay for your monthly premium. If you think you're paying too much, you could appeal for that too. Decision on how much money you must pay for your first child health plus coverage. Decisions you don't meet the rules for signing up for insurance. Let's say, for example, if you felt that you do, are eligible for Medicaid, and for some reason they declined you can always appeal. Just the only part is you have to go to certain places you have to go, and you actually have to go in and do an appeal and provide proof. Make sure if you do something like that, you have to bring proof. For example, let's say if you're getting appeal for eligibility for Medicaid, just show them something. Bring something with you, because if not bringing anything, it's not going to make your case good. So the judges are very strict with that. Just bring proof to show them, like, this is why I do qualify. Have a good story to back it up. They should help you out. Page number 7. Let's see. Let me bring my page in my hand as well. Applicant has the right to appeal. It's again, it's appeal eligibility. They do send you a decision by mail, or they don't tell you the decision right then and then, but they will give you a mail, and you can also appeal that as well. So keep that in mind. So if they do get something, you always appeal that decision as well. How to appeal? Well, there's 3 ways. You can contact this, you can mail it, and you can fax it to them. And obviously, you have 60 days from the date you got the notice to the time you get an appeal. So make sure if you do want to appeal, do it fast as possible. And obviously, they do tell you before the hearing, you can ask for an aide to continue to keep your current coverage while we go through the appeal process. You must ask for this when you ask for an appeal. This means that your current insurance program will continue until a decision is made about your appeal. If you have Medicaid coverage, we continue coverage if you request aid to continue within 10 days of the decision of this notice, or your eligibility effective date listed in this notice, whichever is later. Look at the documents New York State have held you to make a decision about your eligibility. You can send us information that might help us understand your appeal. You can request specific policy material to help you decide whether to ask for an appeal or to help you prepare for your appeal hearing. Or we may try to resolve the issue through an informal dispute resolution process. Obviously, during the hearing, you want to make sure you have everything, and they will tell you. For example, you could have someone with you during your telephone hearing. They do also do a telephone hearing as well, but I prefer to going in person. It's better to go in person, obviously. Or you could even have a lawyer if you think you need a lawyer. You can always get a lawyer as well. That could always help you out. And after the hearing, they will send you something by mail, like I said. And they will find out if you do qualify or not, whatever it is. They can always help you out. Instruction for requesting medical reimbursement for paid medical bills. Again, this is the same thing. You can follow the steps. Send a copy of the medical bills and proof that they were paid. The bill must include dates of service, description of service, and procedures code, prescription, drug name, quantity, strength, and national drug. And be sure to include your name and contact information. And the last page, and obviously, again, you can always send to this place. New York State Department of Health Reimbursement Unit. Please note, if you owe documents to provide you were eligible for Medicaid in 3 months period prior to your application, please return those documents to the New York State of Health before you submit paid bills for reimbursement. After receive notification from New York State of Health that you are eligible for Medicaid during the time period, you can go ahead and send your paid bill to the address above. So that's one thing, and that's a HIPAA privacy notice as well. Certain doctors and places, medical, they will keep your records private until you disclose them. No one has those records, so you can always contact the number if you want a privacy reason, whatever the reason is, and have them seal it perfectly, whatever the case is. Or you need to disclose it to a job offer. They want your HIPAA records. They could do so by requesting to you and you giving them the permission. Other than that, thank you again, guys, for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other questions, comment, concern, please comment, like, subscribe. I'll try my best to help you guys out as much as possible. Thank you again, guys, for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.